Greetings, flesh wound horror freaks, and welcome to a special Flesh Wound Horror Live commentary for a very, very special movie that I'll tell you about here in just a moment. But
Voted
before we
on
do
by our
that,
Patreons.
yes, voted on by our patrons. So uh, get on there. There's a lot of perks, a lot that you can only see on Patreon. So patreon.com/fleshwoundfeatures. I'm joined
Speaking of,
tonight.
oh yes, joined by Todd. What up? I'm back in jail. I was
What
gonna
up?
say we had a tie for a minute of Head of the Family and the Creeps.
Yeah,
We
we
we,
did.
we got a last minute vote that put Head of the Family over the top. So we decided we're gonna do the Creeps in the future on Patreon exclusively. At
There
least for
you
me.
go. There you go. You can check that out shortly on Patreon, along with all our other exclusive commentaries and various shows on there. Um, so, yes, tonight's film is the 1996 Charles Band movie, Head of the Family, which wow. I'll be talking a lot about it during the commentary. I won't get everything out here, but this was a big one. This era of Full Moon, I was a huge fan, and I'm sure we'll be geeking out for 80 minutes or so on this movie. So, a couple uh, where you can watch this. Well, you can watch it on Full Moon streaming. You can also watch it on Tubi with ads, so that could make you a little out of sync.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, you definitely have to pause.
yeah,
If you're watching it, live, you're not gonna be able to comment. But if you're watching this not live, you just hit pause whenever the ads come up.
there you go. There you go. It is also on YouTube for free with a simple search. You can find it there. So that's another option. And honestly, this is a lot of places. This has been on sets. So if you collect physical media, there's a good chance you have it.
It's
So
also
hopefully,
on it's also on Amazon if you do the Full Moon Streaming channel, which also has
mhm.
a week free trial. So if you want to just head over there do the week free trial, you can watch that way too.
Yes, yes. We'll bullshit here for just a little bit just to give you guys a chance to figure out how you're gonna watch it. Shout out Slasher Home Video, Chris, Ben, Mikey, and Big T in the chat. Uh Good to see you guys. So while while we get ready here, do any of you in the chat have a favorite full moon movie? Outside of the big franchises. Let's make it interesting. So
So he
outside
means
of
besides Puppet Master.
and subspecies and trancers, there's
I don't think those have. I know they are. I consider them the big also, but I don't think they have that Puppet Master shine. So I think if one of you is one of the other ones, yeah.
I'll give you a full moon and or an empire. It all
S-
bleeds together.
Speaking, I disagree, but
Ah, they're
they're
both great.
they're different.
They are, but they're both great.
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying
Yeah.
I don't like the combination of the two. Slasher and video, demonic toys for me.
Good pick. Good pick. It's almost impossible for me. It really
Ginger Dead
is.
Man 2.
I think Ginger Dead Man 2 is the best. Well, it's not even really recent anymore, but I guess I should say post mid 2000s film. Uh, that one I can put up with some of my favorites. Ginger Dead Man 2 Passion of the Crust is awesome.
Ouija's best is his favorite of the new stuff. Big
Yeah,
T,
recent.
Ginger Dead Man, the original. I'm guessing. Um, I'm, if I'm pulling one out that's like a random one, I do really like Shrunken Heads. Um, if I had to pick a favorite, I don't know. I love like you mentioned Trancers, which Trancers 4 is on full moon streaming remastered. So hopefully we get a blue soon, and we need
Yeah.
5, and there's no other ones after 5. So
Keeping it in this era, also one we need a Blu-ray of, Blood Dolls. I love Blood
Dan
Dolls.
Dan is not happy with the Patreons for not picking Blood Dolls.
No, there's no disappointment with that list. So
I don't know. Zombies versus strippers could go either way. I don't know where you sit with that one.
It's fine. Truth be told, all those zombie stripper movies, I don't think any of them truly lived up to the premise. I mean,
I,
zombie strippers with Robert Englund and Jenna Jameson
I
was
think
good, but
I think out of all of them, that one, Zombies, and
yeah.
the Full Moon one, I think the Full Moon one's the best.
Ooh, I'd have to revisit it, but I don't think
I
so.
remember Zombie Strippers, the Jenna Jameson one, being way too slick. Funny story, and I'll tell you guys this because it doesn't involve me, and the person's not around anymore. Um, my
Did you
wife's
kill him?
no, one of my wife's girlfriends got mad at her boyfriend because he got caught watching zombie strippers a little too alone time. It's like
uh,
Jesus, just find something.
watching it, or
Don't do the hand motion, Dan.
well, there might be young ears in the background. I was trying
You
to
know
be nice.
they can't hear, I can, but now you
Oh,
just
okay.
offended our hearing impaired audience.
I apologize, sir.
Dan, did you ever figure out
However that
did
goes.
you ever figure out how to drop the F bomb in sign language?
Isn't it just? I think I did know how to do that actually.
Oh,
I
Dan.
mean, isn't it just middle finger
Yeah,
basically?
we were trying to tell you that on the other show.
Yeah, but is that the official way to say it? I feel like there is
Yes,
a way
Dan.
to.
That's it.
It's just the middle finger. Somebody confirm that in the chat because I feel like there
See,
is a way to sign "fuck you."
this is what I deal with, guys. This is Dan's like he doesn't.
I, hey, I'm gonna prove you wrong because I do think there's a little something else. I don't
No,
think it's
you
just the
can
middle
spell
finger.
out the letters if that's what you want to do, but why would you do that?
All right. Well, until I am proven wrong, I will assume I am right. So there we go. But anyways, I gotta. Maybe I'll go watch Coda again.
Oh, Beach Babes from Beyond is fun. That is one of definitely my favorite Torchlight. No, I'm sorry. My second favorite Torchlight, because my favorite one is, of course, Test Tube Teams from the Year 3000, aka
Virgin
Virgin
Hunter.
Hunters. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I'll talk about it a little bit more because we do have the lovely Miss Jacqueline Lavelle in this film. So I'll talk a little bit about that while we watch the movie. But
Yes.
um,
Dan was getting out the poison before we started with his own hand movements.
absolutely, absolutely. Um, it's Jacqueline Lavelle. Can you blame me?
Hold on. Dying breed. Dan, you need to read this aloud. It's on the screen.
All right, Mikey says the word fuck, as in fuck you, is signed by holding the middle finger towards someone and then pointing it at them. But how do you point it? Because I don't think it's just that. I feel like there's more to
Well, yeah,
it.
if you want to do you do the point.
So you're saying this just means fuck? I thought fuck was like that.
I don't
So
know.
is it like fuck you and then you like spell out a U?
Okay, let's just.
I want to know these things. This is educational, Todd. The listeners should be learning something right now. Because I swear in Coda there were a few fuck yous, and I never saw it just that.
And the point.
So like that? You just like point it like that? You said
Dad,
point like
Dad,
that?
Dad, put your hands down. Just, I'll show you off there.
All right. I'm still think I'm right on this. But we'll sort it out. We'll sort it out and we'll update you on the next show how the right way to say fuck you to a deaf person is. Because that might come up.
Big T. Who needs 4 years of college when you have this stream?
College is for losers, Big T. Yes.
Fleshroot features as an educational program.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Now, Todd, right there, Todd, right there. That is going to be a new thing. You're going to be watching this show 20 years from now, and we're going to be doing this to each other now.
Dan, you just make it worse and worse.
Oh, it's awesome. You have to make sure you do it like that, not like
I'm never doing it to you, Dan, ever.
I'm not even flipping people
Dan,
off.
I never thought I was going to have to say this to you. Do not finger me.
That's messed up. I see somebody pisses me off on Region Free now. They'll know. It'll just be this. Somebody in the chat gets rowdy. I'll just do this.
Watch out, Piz. Dan's coming to finger you.
That's messed up. Messed up. I'm gonna make it a cultural thing now, Todd. It's gonna be a big deal. So I see more of you have been filing into the chat. We'll What's up, Ghost? How's it going, sir? Sorry if I missed anybody. With commentaries, once in a while I might miss some comments, but I'm gonna try. I've got multiple ways to watch this movie, so I'm gonna try and keep up with the chat tonight. So just a refresher: if you search this out on YouTube, it is free on YouTube. There's a few streams. I don't know whether they're legit or not, but it is on YouTube. So that's one way to get Head of the Family. It is also on Full Moon Streaming. As Todd said, you can do the Amazon gimmick where you can
The
trial, free trial, so you can check it out that way. There's a lot on there. It's not just Full Moon stuff. It's something weird, Blue Underground, a lot of cool stuff. It's worth it for sure. And Ben, I'd be honored to be fingered by Dan. Well, this is going to be a shirt now. It's a thing now, Todd. There you go, Todd. We're going to get famous, Todd, and then everybody's going to be doing this to us.
I am.
It's going to be awesome, Todd. It's going to be awesome. Hey, you know what? I know your son is still young, but when he gets older, if he needs to give somebody the finger, you need to tell him to do that. We found a way around it.
Because it's pretend, because they can't see me.
Oh, was that to me? Oh, I hope somebody didn't see me doing that, but nonetheless, if they did, that's okay. Because it doesn't count. It's just our way of doing it here at Flesh Room. All right, so
I got to do this.
As I said, we're doing Head of the Family, the 1996
headphones.
I'll cover for Todd. The 1996.
Oh, I didn't hit mute. My bad.
You didn't hit mute, but that's okay. Sometimes you have family, and what are you gonna do? At least it's not like last time where Todd had like a whole like conversation while I was trying to cover for him. But
shit happens.
Shit happens. But nonetheless, that's why we're watching a movie tonight. And good little Disney movie for those of you unfamiliar. Once again, Head of the Family, 1996, directed by Charles Band under the Robert Talbot pseudonym. Something's twisted in Knob Hollow. In the midst of a torrid affair with Loretta, a biker's wife, Lance discovers the tiny town's weirdest residents, the Stackpole family, have been doing some hideous human experiments in the bowels of their basement. Lance blackmails Myron Stackpole and his physically controlled siblings into murdering Loretta's husband, but Lance soon finds out that he's in way over his head. Join Myron and his creepy clan in their dysfunctional, disfigured den of demented decadence for an abnormally good time. All right, so what do you think, Todd? Give them one more minute. Let everybody get ready.
Sure, we can give them a minute.
There you go.
Hopefully, my kid gives me one.
Yeah. So now, however you're watching it, get set up. We'll do 2 more minutes and then we'll get started. That gave us about 15 minutes of bullshit.
Yeah,
so.
we will do the 3, 2, 1 play. When we say play, you'll hit play. Simple.
There you go. There you go. And I should say, once again, sponsored by Fleshlight tonight. Got to put over Fleshlight. How are they coming along on our Flesh Wound Fleshlight, Todd? It's gonna.
What?
Are we getting our own Fleshlight line soon?
I'm hoping.
Working on it. All right. So if you're gonna buy a Fleshlight, buy it through us, and all that good stuff is in the description. All right. So opinions in the chat. Is this one okay to watch with your kid? I'd say Todd's good, but I don't know. I don't know.
At this point, it may happen.
There you go. It's a good one to start out with. I don't think Full Moon's too traumatizing. I'm gonna say if you have kids, show them Head of the Family.
I think there's quite a bit of nudity, though, Dan.
Does it really bother you for a kid to see boobs, though? It's not really that big a deal. I don't know. I don't have kids, but if I did, I don't care if they see Jacqueline Lavelle's boobs. Not a big deal. I don't know. That's my opinion. If I ever have kids and I don't know, do something horrible, I guess,
All
I
right. On
fucked
that
up. So.
on that note, we should probably get started.
Yeah, let's get started. So, everybody ready?
Once again, we're gonna do 3, 2, 1, play.
Yes.
So hopefully everyone's ready. Dan's gonna finger you all. Three. Here we go. This is it. Three,
Oh,
two.
pause. Wait.
Okay,
Restart.
Dan's not ready.
Dan was almost ready. Sorry. All right, let's go.
3, 2, 1, play.
All right, you should be seeing the full moon logo slowly coming up here. Oh, I love this movie so much.
Is this the one you were hoping to win? No, you're hoping for Blood Dolls to win.
Well, I think we'll probably do them all at some point. I love this opening. It reminds me of the Monsters with the house.
Oh, there she is, or her name at least. Ben, I agree. This should get a 4K.
You think we'll get full moon 4Ks though?
Not really.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm hoping, but I don't. I'm not counting on it either. JW Para is awesome in this. If you have the Blu-ray, he does the whole audio commentary as himself and Myron in character, which is just insane.
Slasher just said, the whole catalog will get a 4K once Charlie can find a good, cheap way to transfer them. You're not wrong.
No, you're not wrong. So my finger is gonna be in Bride of the Head of the Family, everyone. Kind of like I don't know, cousin it kind of character. So Todd, do you recognize that the actress that plays Ernestina? Well, if you don't recognize her, that is Alexandria Quinn, who was kind of notorious. She's from Canada, and she still is actually a porn star who kind of had a Tracy Lord situation where she faked her age, and they had to cut a lot of her early catalog. She was actually 17. So it's weird. You don't really hear a lot about her, but she was like the other one that had the same controversy.
And the
She
fact
was
they let her keep working.
She still works to this day. She's 49, still looks uh, sometimes I feel like a big old turd in a small toilet too. Gotta love the dialogue in this.
Yeah, I haven't watched it since the Blu-ray came out, so it's been a few years.
Yeah, it's been a while. Gotta romance a girl like Jacqueline Lavelle though, but I was gonna say Alexandria Quinn. Oddly enough, not her only mainstream movie. She also did the 2010 live action Scooby Doo and the Curse of the Lake Monster, which I don't know if I ever saw.
I did. It was one of their straight-to-video ones. They're actually younger in that one.
Okay. Yeah, you can see her in that, or you can see a lot more of her in Lesbian Hooter Party or Sodomania Slop Shots 9. That's a personal favorite of mine. Jungle Beaver. Twin Cheeks. I don't know if
Oh,
Jamie's listening. She's a
I was
big Twin Cheeks fan.
I was gonna say, is that the
Yeah.
uh,
Twin Cheeks 2 through 4. She wasn't in the original.
oh well,
So,
then I don't need to bother
yeah.
with the series.
Todd. I think Twin Cheeks 2 is better than the original Twin Cheeks. I think the series lost its way after Twin Cheeks 3, personally, but you know, it's how it goes.
Good to see Dog the Bounty Hunter's early work.
Yes, I was gonna say the same thing. Before he went straight, you know.
Big T says, I feel like getting cereal at a restaurant with such an 80s, it was such an 80s and 90s thing. If you did that nowadays, you'd probably be asked to leave. I will tell you guys, across from the original Halloween house, there used to be a place called Grilled Cheese and Cereal where they literally only served grilled cheese and cereal. So you go and you'd like ask them, like, give me some Count Chocula and Swiss grilled cheese. It was actually pretty cool. Didn't last, but
That's awesome. That if you aged him 25 years, that could be dog. Call me Scarlet.
and Dan says this is okay for kids.
Yeah, but you don't see anything. They just think they're wrestling. It's not a big deal, Todd. Don't be such a prude. No, they're just wrestling. It's just got him in a very vigorous leg scissors there. It's trying to
I'm,
break free.
I'm telling you, getting caught is the worst.
You've been caught?
Okay, well, kind of like
Well, there's
kid
no
was a
kinda. You're either caught or you weren't.
well, I mean, like not visually, but the
Caught by
teen
who? What are we talking about?
the teenage kid banging on the door because we were too loud.
Okay. Okay. Never had anybody bust in on me for anything.
Well, he was
Been
directly.
lucky.
He's been tormented, so not he. He should have been asleep like he was supposed to be. Okay.
I have never I've heard of this legit happening to people. I can never understand somebody that's gonna like fuck around on a boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever
And
while
not
the
lock the
other
door.
person is in the goddamn house.
Oh.
I can't wrap my head around that. I've known a couple guys who've been in that situation.
Was the alcohol involved?
Oh, usually, yeah. But still, you would think there'd be some fear if you're banging some dude's girl and in their house while they're there, drunk or not, asleep maybe or not. It's such a weird thing. Well, Ben has experienced it in a car. Uh, I'm not a, I don't know. I'm not a like out in public kind of
Dan,
person.
would you read that one for us?
I did. Ben had an old lady knock on the window while banging in the car. She came out of nowhere because I swear a second before the lot was empty. Yeah. See, I don't want to go to jail. Oh, you should have ran her over, Ben. You should
Dan
have ran her
forgets we're
over.
also on the audio,
I know. Almost ran her over. I got the point across.
Well,
So I'm sorry if you're just listening. You won't know I'm doing that.
well, honestly, Dan, they should be listening and, because it is a commentary or watch along.
That is true. That is true.
Not everyone's going to have multiple windows open.
So I'm gonna call bullshit on this one, but this is a story out there that Jacqueline Lavelle turned down the Vanessa Angel role on Weird Science. I should say replacing Vanessa Angel on Weird Science, the TV series, to do this movie. I'm gonna call bullshit on that, but that is a story out there. Now, maybe she couldn't take it because she was contracted to do this movie, but yeah.
Well, now, what was this to continue the series, or I mean, because I
That
mean,
I don't know. I
Vanessa
don't
Angel did the whole run.
yeah, I don't it must have been to continue it. I don't know. That's just a story out there. I don't God, it's been so long since I've watched that. Isn't there an import with the whole
There is an
series?
Australian one. There's
Okay.
actually, well, the first two seasons were released in the U.S. and the actually in the set, the first two, the discs are exactly the same because they're the same ones, and then the other two seasons are exclusive, I guess. But yes, I did grab that. So I love that show. Bruce Campbell pops up even.
Yeah, I remember Bruce Campbell. Wow, that's a hell of a story, Big T. I always feel bad the Sonny Chris Candido situation where you just want to shake the guy and just say, "Man, run. She's a bitch. Run." But they
She'll
don't
steal your
often
hot
listen.
dogs.
She will steal your hot dogs.
Yes, Ben. Weird Science had 5 seasons. It's funny because I didn't watch it when it originally aired, but probably a couple years after it ended, USA would play like them every day. So
Mm.
I actually recorded them all on my not my DVR, my the one that burned them on Blu-ray or DVDs.
It was amazing how long some shows went back then. Silk Stockings, which is erotic thriller without any
The
like
erotic,
actual tit. Well, no tits, you know.
yeah.
Like that was the most frustrating show in the world to watch. Then you had Pacific Blue. Like, let's do bicycle cops on the beach.
Hey! Don't be hating on some Pacific Blue. Don't act like you didn't watch that either before or after Raw. You know those end credits for sure because you turned on
I know the
Raw.
end credits. Yes.
That and Highlander was another one. Always the end credits. No,
Oh, I love
Renegade.
Highlander.
I
Oh,
know.
Renegade, the Lorenzo
Yeah,
Lamas. Yeah, I remember that. Do you remember they did a Mortal Kombat TV series on TNT? That's
I no one
another one from that
remembers.
era. Yeah, nobody remembers it. Witchblade was another one.
Slater could fill some bike shorts. Okay, yeah, I'm just upset today. Got the news that Saved by the Bell reboot was canceled. At least it turned Showgirls canon, so I'm okay with that. So we got that out of it. But you still need to watch that episode, Dad, where it's all Showgirls
Mhm.
references. It officially becomes canon.
I remember, and I don't know if I've told this story on video before. I'm sure I did on the show before, but I I believe it was I bought a ticket to Page Master, the Macaulay Culkin movie.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that was the movie.
Well, that's
Uh,
the story you've been telling since I've known you. So
yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Page Master, but I snuck in to Showgirls because that was NC-17. Like I could get into R-rated movies. That was never really an issue for me. But yeah, man, being a Saved by the Bell fan, and I knew he was going to get naked, and I had to find a way to see it. So that's how I saw it. I just sat in the very back of that theater and like kind of tried to keep my head down, but I saw it.
and he was doing his finger motions the whole time.
I was. Just Just bang the waitress. You'll be better off.
I think Johnny Depp said the exact same sentence.
Oh, now I'm just gonna picture this whole thing as Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. They could have avoided all the fighting and just made a Head of the Family remake.
All the boys love Mandy Lane commentary coming soon to Patreon.
Yes.
Because I'm sure Dan will get us canceled if it's on the main one.
Maybe.
I'll just say this part, and Todd will too, because one, it's produced by producer extraordinaire who shall not be named.
Yeah, right. This part may not be for kids, but
Should I wake him up, Neto?
I've said it before and recently, Femalien, arguably the greatest softcore film.
It's a great one.
Of its era at the very least.
I really like Petticoat Junction.
Petticoat Junction is good. I mean, those both have like an actual story, and
You know what? We were talking about it doing another After Dark. I think we just booked it with those two.
Femalien and Petticoat. That'd be cool. Petticoat Junction's a little lighter on the bump and grind, though.
Yeah.
Femalien does have the bump and grind.
Ain't nothing wrong.
Somebody threw out that Oblivion was their favorite movie in the chat earlier, and that's an awesome movie. Oblivion's a lot of fun.
Speaking of Petticoat Junction, they used the same sets and filmed it right after.
Yep. They did indeed.
Hey, I'm not even gonna hate on Charlie. That's thinking. We got this Western set. Let's get some ass and titties.
Oh wow, slasher home video. My mom rented me Showgirls. I don't think she knew, and I sure as hell didn't tell her. That is awesome because that movie was like a pretty big deal about it being NC-17. So, like, the only way I was going to be able to see it was sneak in, and I snuck in. Ben, I have seen. I like to play games with Lisa Boyle. That is a good one. Hotel Exotica is another one I throw out. The uncut version, which is not on DVD. That is a hot one. Taylor St. Clair, man. It doesn't get any better.
And Dan, wasn't I the one who informed you of the fact that Jacqueline Lavelle actually did Triple X?
Yes. She actually she may have stopped by now, but I think around the time she did Trophy Head, she was doing some cam stuff.
I'm sure quarantine hit, and I'm sure she didn't stop.
Probably, yeah. I have no info on where to find her, but
all right, producer Todd's going to do some work while we watch this.
There you go. OnlyFans review coming soon.
I still have not seen any of her adult work.
Well, you can see that on a search, but
I know. I mean,
yeah, I mean, she wasn't really known for it. Oh,
no,
big beatdown going on there.
I must be 18 to view this community. Thank you, Reddit.
I think the first time I went on the internet, I was worried by lying about when I clicked on that stuff that the FBI was going to come get me.
Well, you were like 8. I told my kid today that when I was a kid, we didn't have tablets. Blew his mind. Big T, dude in the red tank top looks like the illegitimate kid of Ric Flair and Barney Rubble.
He did a few other things. Not a whole lot, but he did have the look of like a 70s pro wrestler. Alexandria Quinn, I loved you in Jungle Beaver. Not really the goriest movie, but
You know, it's
I,
funny watching this one back as an adult versus when I was a kid, or even not a kid, I was a teenager, but you can see how minimalistic the plot is. There's not a lot. It's like you could tell the budget,
yeah,
which
yeah.
nothing wrong with that. But I mean,
Did you let him shoot in your basement here?
funny story. My wife sent me a house, and it, it had a nice basement. It looked very much like this. I was like, "Y-
When we were looking for homes in Georgia, there was one place with this like massive crawl space, and I was like, man, if if I get this one, I'm gonna have to do some kind of Gacy short film or something. Gotta wonder like where these people are now. Like I was the lobotomized, bare-assed character in Head of the Family. How's it going, Indy? Sorry you can't watch it live in the office, but or you could. I don't know
yeah,
how well it'd go over.
uh,
Ooh.
Andy voted for this one because it had more nudity. Well, then why didn't you go with zombies versus strippers?
I want to say this is about on par. I don't think Zombies
I
versus
don't.
Strippers was there's some topless stuff, but
It's been a while. Honestly, that's
yeah.
why I put it on the list. I was curious how it held up. You know what? Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, my favorite one was the makes sense now. Was the Tiffany Shepis one? That zombies.
That was actually pretty decent. There've been a few.
But those were the big three that came out around the same time. Then there were
Yeah,
strippers versus werewolves, which I remember being okay.
I remember that not being great.
Yeah, that's why I said okay.
Yeah.
But I've only ever watched it once. That's one of the Blu-rays I got from FYE for like $4.
I remember Fry's having that. Like
That's what I
for
meant,
yeah.
fries. What I don't know what I said.
I'm gonna say in a future Head of the Family movie, we need to see Myron fuck. They gotta give that to us. I don't know how they'd work it out, but yeah, it's gotta happen.
Big T, this is the brother. This brother was the original McConaughey.
His career didn't quite take off.
If only he got that Texas Chainsaw Massacre 4 part.
uh, what might have been. I'd be a little scared waking up with to that.
He's like, nice silk.
You play bongo drums with me now.
Fun fact, my child's middle name is Otis, not named after this Otis or the wrestler Otis, but of course, Otis Firefly.
And was your wife aware of that, or did you bullshit?
She was because she picked Aiden. That was her pick, and I was like, all right, then I get Otis. So when he gets old enough, he's gonna have a really strange double feature when he has to watch Sex in the City and The Devil's Rejects to find out where his names come from.
I remember skimming Sex in the City for all the Kim Cattrall nudity.
Yeah, well, she jumped that. It's all right. She'll always be my mannequin. That was still her best film, in my opinion.
I think Myron here would be more make more sense than Sarah Jessica Parker in the lead role of Sex in the City, personally.
Indy, yeah, I'm also one. I love Texas Chainsaw Massacre 4, which if you watched our Chainsaw show, yeah, I am. I've always been a fan of that one.
Yeah, I'm not.
Dan's always the turd.
I am the turd when it comes to TCM4. I've tried. Sorry, guys. Like while they were filming this, they all grabbed all the Alexandria Quinn VHS they could find.
Well, yeah. So this features two adult superstars. Even
It
though
does.
Dan didn't realize that till recently.
Lavelle, though, is definitely known for the soft core.
Well, yeah, I can't remember what her other name was. I'll look at because Dan was up and down with me. She only ever did soft core. I was like, no, sir. And then I read some of the titles, which I'm probably about to do now.
Now, I'm not sure her what she does currently. I'm assuming Cam it would have to be more explicit, but
Sarah
sure.
Sarah St. James was her other name. But fortunately for Dan, I believe it was all girl.
Oh, did she do a scene with Alexandria Quinn?
Well, I don't know her catalog that much. Dan, you have homework now.
I have homework.
I'm surprised.
No, I've already looked at everything that I could look at. Unfortunately, this is that VHS era where a lot of it's not on DVD.
Yeah, the web stuff is easier to find.
Yeah.
Oh, her name was Jacqueline Lavelle wearing pink. Big T said the one in pink was a porn star.
And you mean Alexandria Quinn? Big T.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah, I think there's only 2 porn stars in the movie. I don't know if
well, I didn't catch the name. But what was her name, Dan?
Alexandria Quinn.
And that was her. That was
with
her other.
2 N's.
That
No,
was
that's her name. Period.
That's what I'm just making sure.
In this, I guess she was initially credited as Diane Colazzo, but Alexandria Quinn is what you're looking for.
And if you're looking for Jacqueline Lavelle, it's Sarah St. James, Sara, Sarah.
Yeah. It's my era, but a lot of this stuff's
okay. The blonde
hard to
chick
find.
who's Otis's sister. That's her, right, Dan?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, that's her right there. Big T's going to be doing some research on the hub tonight. She does have some good stuff out there because she still does it, or she's been doing it until recently, at the very least. Um, let's see. Her last movie, well, her last listed movie is in 2012, My Mommy Bangs Brothers 2. That's her last one, but I think I found some more recent stuff. I believe, anyways. It's hard to tell the years, but wouldn't it be funny if Matthew McConaughey based everything off of this performance, Todd?
Um, yeah, he's. I want to say this was already after, but sure.
No, we'll roll with it. They were in the same acting classes, and he just fucked him over. Mess with the head and you're dead. I still remember Sunburst video and seeing this for the first time. There was something about like 1996, 1997 for great like covers. She's getting fucked again. Uncle Sam, Jack Frost, Bleeders was one that had a really cool cover. And Full Moon, of course. I mean, you had
Come on,
this, the
you,
Creeps.
you didn't even say Dead Pit. Come on,
Well, Dead Pit's before.
is it?
96, 97.
Okay, I was just thinking cool
Yeah.
covers.
I have a Dead Pit poster hanging over that way. But yeah, no, that was 89. So one thing I always compare Jacqueline to Misty Monday. She
God,
could
why you
actually
gotta?
act.
Okay, I'm gonna give you that.
Todd, you shut up, you son of a bitch. Don't make fun of Misty.
She's. I don't. Dan, I'm not supposed to say things anymore. So
Girl
don't push.
next door. Girl next
Dan,
door.
you're provoking
Todd.
me. I can't
She's
say
adorable.
She had a chest like a boy.
She's adorable.
Dan,
Good
these are
God.
not words you should be using. Just stop and
All
move
right,
on.
everybody in the chat, Misty Monday, yay or nay? Later, Indy. Take care, man.
Don't everyone hurry. So
Yeah, Misty Monday. I don't know how old everybody is, but I'm sure they remember the beautiful Misty Monday.
she was good in her episode of Masters of Horror.
She's good in everything. The Rage. Rage is a lot of fun with Andrew Divoff.
See, Ben even has to look her up. She's one I'd rather watch her act with her clothes on.
Playmate of the Apes. Lord of the G Strings. She is an icon.
That's fine, but she still looks like a young.
No,
boy.
she doesn't. She has smaller boobs, but they look great. Everything looks great. I have a Playmate of the Apes poster signed by her in my bathroom.
Okay, Big T, I'm throwing that one on the screen, and Dan, you need to read it. Our first comment.
I'm not reading it.
Spider Babe was awful. Macaulay Culkin had a bigger upper chest.
That's fucked up.
Well, Ben Grimm's looking her up. Misty Monday.
Yeah. Or Aaron Brown.
Or Aaron Brown.
I think you know her, Ben. You might have just forgotten.
So I'm not sure if yes is F means is yay or nay.
That's a yay.
Okay. So we're tied.
She was probably the last softcore star that was like really big for softcore stars. I mean, Playmate of the Apes. I remember seeing that advertised in Fangoria back in the day.
I'd argue Gloria Ann Gilbert was another one.
She was a little before, I believe.
No. Hers was after when they were doing all that secret key stuff with under
Around the same time, I guess.
House.
I mean,
No, that was post. That was because they were under the same company, but like House on Hooter Hill and all that, like Breastford Wives are about the same time, but she kept going after. Also,
yeah,
a Warnowski girl,
nice shot.
which she disappeared. No one knows where to find her.
Yeah, even Jim Wynorski has talked about it before. Like sometimes these girls will make like 3 or 4 movies and then just drop off the face of the earth. It's
Get married and disappear.
yeah. Taco Tuesday and Todd Seller. Oh, that's just a potato, man. Gotta at least feed him, Todd. You know, another one that's really underrated is Dr. Moreau's House of Pain.
I'd have to remember. See, I got a bunch of those surrenders from when I worked at the video store.
It's
And-
not Surrender. Dr. Moreau's House of Pain's a horror movie they did.
Oh, the Full Moon one.
Yeah.
It doesn't have another name too.
I'm sure they've retitled it at some point, but yeah, it was like 2000 or early 2000s. Yeah.
But yeah, I used to get all those EI Misty One Day ones for like $2.99 at the video store, like a month after they came out,
If you hate her, why'd you buy them?
because they were $2.99 and I was adding to the collection.
She's ugly, and I own all her movies.
I honestly, I don't own them all. I own a few, and I stopped after I got the first shoe because I was like,
got 'em
yeah,
all.
I know, Dan, because they were like $2.99, so it was like $1 more than renting them if I waited 4 weeks.
And even Ben says great ass on Misty. So
Then why don't you read Big T's?
I gotta disagree.
You have to read it aloud, Dan.
All right, offense, but it wasn't for the same Rami movies. The immense success of that, nobody would know who Misty is. Should be just another soft core. I disagree. She was at Fangoria with a massive ass line. I always saw her at Fangoria Weekend of Horrors.
Yeah, but that was also like a decade and a half ago.
Well, I'm
Longevity
saying
wise,
she doesn't do it anymore now.
I-
But
well-
she did a lot of movies.
yeah,
A lot.
and Dan's just enamored because he spilt more seed to her than anyone else. Tell me I'm
I
wrong.
don't know about that. In the realm of soft, well, that's Brink Stevens, Todd. Remember, I started early.
This is true
Yeah,
and gross.
it's like you got an issue with Brink now too.
Dude,
Really?
I've always had that. You go back and listen to when we've talked. I've never understood.
All right.
No, Dan, don't. We're not going to have a Brink Stevens conversation
All right.
on this show.
Linnea Quigley,
Yeah.
overrated in terms of her looks.
But she's still better
Come
than
fight
the other
me.
one.
Not even close. Brink.
I
Stevens.
know. I agree with what you're saying. She's a
Brink,
little.
Michelle Bauer, Linnea.
Oh no way. Michelle Bauer's above both.
Michelle Bauer's gorgeous. Also did Triple X. Watch Cafe
Okay,
Flesh.
hold on.
The great Cafe Flesh, but Brink
Dan-
reigns
Dan
supreme.
may have to. He's not going to know what to do. Ben asks Misty or Feruza.
That's tough. I mean,
And-
I have
and
seen what
Slasher-
I'd be working with Misty.
And you've made an enemy with Slasher Home Video. How dare you, Dan?
Sorry.
Leanna is cute as a button.
I love
think-
Linnea, but she's number 3. That's just how it is. Feruza, or Misty? Well, I've seen a lot more of Misty for sure.
It is the 28th anniversary of the craft today. Is it the 28th?
Yeah.
I know it is.
Uh,
Today's the anniversary of the craft.
all right. I'm gonna say I know Misty Monday was a smoker back when I would see her, so I'm gonna go Perusa. I'm not a
So smoking,
smoker.
so smoking crack's okay, but cigarettes is like the line.
Go fuck yourself, Todd. She doesn't smoke crack. She's
And
perfectly
you know what?
healthy.
And I'm going to tell you right now, they were both smokers, not the crack part, regular. You can say that all you want, but they're both smokers, so now pick that way.
They're not both
I've
smokers.
seen I've seen the other one smoke.
Feruza Balk is not a smoker. She's into health shit, Todd. Not a smoker.
Healthy crack rock.
Fuck you.
And Ben Grimm would take a number three in Leanna. Crack smokers. Dan, this is what I have to deal with, guys. And I'm
What's
all
up?
alone.
We've got crack rock in the chat. Feruza does not do crack.
Trash and Return of the Living Dead for my taste in women. I do say I think that is her best look of anything she's done.
Well, here's the thing though. Hot scene, iconic scene. I'm not going to argue Linnea made the more iconic movies. There's no arguing there.
Yeah,
But
that wasn't.
just in terms of looks, I would take Brink Stevens in that
See,
scene.
I think she's the most harsh looking of the three.
Harsh looking. What the
Yeah.
fuck, Todd? Beautiful.
Nah,
Slumber
we have
Party Massacre. What's harsh about my boner is harsh, Todd. God
different
damn.
different people have different ideas of beauty, and for me, no.
I'm looking at her on the
You
wall.
you can bust all you want over.
Brink,
I'm giving you my opinion.
Michelle,
Can we
Linnea.
just enjoy Jacqueline while we have her on the screen?
Oh, yes. We got Bush. I'm a little
And-
surprised we have Bush. This is a 90s. I kind of expect that gone.
Now I'm trying to see, is it landing stripped? It kind of looks.
That's a
Wait.
little more than landing strip.
Yeah.
I feel like Myron would be a full Bush guy, though.
I'll take Lena in Savage Streets. Well, you know that's probably my favorite scene with her, but
I'm not arguing the movies. I'm
but you
just
know what?
talking
I
look.
will kill everyone on this show right now for Savage Streets era Linda Blair.
Linda Blair was cute, Todd, but I don't understand how you're into her and not Misty. I think this is more about the movies.
It has nothing to do with the movies. I hated Exorcist till I was like, how old? I Exorcist 2 is the one that like I was like, yes.
You were the night patrol guy.
No, I never. Yeah, she. There's. Yeah, we're going to home. The carpet doesn't match the drapes.
Your tastes are weird. I don't know how you don't love Fairuza Balk.
I did, and I've said that numerous times until she hit the pipe.
She didn't hit the pipe.
I loved her. Well, I was also a child. Return to Oz. So in love with her. Nat Kraft still Waterboy. It's just in the last decade. It's her. She's gotten older, and not necessarily in a bad way, but yeah, she looks like.
Well, yeah, it sounds like it's a bad way according to you.
Well, no, I don't want to say it's just because she aged. It's because that pipe.
Snow pipe.
Not that there's anything wrong with smoking crack.
Fairuza, if you're listening, I will be your pool boy anytime.
I'm sure she will start smoking crack if she isn't already, just to prevent that. Just start smoking cigarettes, Dan. That's like Dan repellent.
I could be like Oscar arm candy for her. That'd be awesome. I'd be looking dapper as fuck in one of those suits, Todd. And I'll be doing this to you right on E. Right on the wet red carpet. You'll know who it's directed towards too. We're gonna make it a thing, Todd. I'm telling you. 2 years from now, this is gonna be the thing. I'm a big fan of this actor.
Well, you better have some rocks in there, Ben, if you're giving her the pipe.
It's messed up. I know sequels are a little bit difficult. I mean, it's not exactly a mobile sort of character, but I don't know. I could see him with the new family, possibly. What full moon regulars do you put him with?
Well, Robin Sydney's gonna be one, whether you want it or not.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm not complaining about
I'm not,
Robin
and
Sydney.
then they can have the other one, Barbara, Kendra, whatever the other one is. No more, no more Mindy Robinson since she went super political and
Oh, she did. I
oh
didn't pay
yeah,
attention.
her and Randy Couture, phew, crazy train, like outspoken.
Twitter's been interesting the last week, if nothing else.
Well, yeah,
Man, he's gonna make it impossible for him to do the shocker ever again.
well maybe you should give him the finger, Dan. Read it, Dan, aloud.
Oh, sorry. Hold on, I was on the.
Oh, I thought
All right, Big T. If they ever made a remake of this movie, Eric Stone Street from Modern Family could definitely play the giant head. He could. I'm still gonna go with the same actor though. JW's really good.
Yeah, he does, but he hasn't done anything since. Well, he's only done the four movies,
I think he might be a theater guy.
maybe.
I mean, he was in character on the Blu-ray commentary track.
Yes, he
So
was. So he's still, yeah. If they could get him back,
I'm sure they can get him back. Where does Bride of the Head of the Family stand right now?
it is one of the. It's listed as one of the. What do they call them? Deadly 10. There has been the comic book. Um,
I got to grab that comic book.
there's like five different variants of every cover, so depends how much
I'm good with
nudity
just
you want.
one each.
Well, no, because there's nude ones, non-nude ones. So I'm just saying, look through all the covers. All right, I'm looking up the Deadly 10.
You know, it's funny, and I don't think she did it based on this movie, but when I watched this, Chrissy Lynn, Maphis, an actress in one of the movies I was in, very similar to this character. She's the one in Ghoulish Tales that gets killed in the shower.
Ah, okay.
I don't know if you remember. She kind of had a similar vibe about her. That's
Um,
where I get decapitated. My first,
yes.
yeah, my first death scene in that movie.
Deadly 10. This is one of the Deadly 10s they kickstarted for.
Mhm.
And we've got about half of them. Here's what there is. I'll read them in the order they've came out. Well, yeah, Necropolis Legion, Ouija's Halloween Night, Blade the Iron Cross, and Femalian Cosmic Crush. Here's what's still uh, out of the Deadly 10 that's left: Sorority Babes in the Slimeball Bowl-O-Rama 2, Subspecies 5 Blood Rise,
That one scares me. I hope.
The Grim Rapper. We need some more Urban Full Moon. Pugs will be glad to review that one.
Ragdoll too.
Nah, I wasn't a fan of the first. Ooga Booga 2, I'm in. Shadowheart Curse, The Hourglass, and Bride of the Head of the Family.
Bride is definitely the one I'm most excited for.
Not sorority babes.
I don't think they're gonna recapture that magic. Maybe they will. I hope they do, but
I think you can say that
you know,
about most of them.
I mean, subspecies. Man, I just don't see them pulling it off. I just don't. I don't know if they can on the modern full moon
I
budget.
think they would have to do it where it's not if he's come to the city, he's not in the Romania anymore.
Well, sure, but that's gonna be tough.
Yeah, I didn't say it was going to be good, but you know what?
Yeah.
Full Moon, I don't know the new regime now. I've been liking the stuff.
Hey,
So
look, yeah, look, they've had some good stuff recently, so it's just more of a budget issue. Man, this guy's a lucky bastard on this movie.
Big T's dropping facts in the chat. Tells you
Well,
something if I'm not reading
I'll
it.
read it in a minute, Big T. I'm a little distracted at the moment.
Dan, hands up. Let's see him. You could, yeah, finger yourself. Never mind. I don't want to see him anymore.
No, she's getting kind of close to the crotch there.
I'm kind of dreading the sorority babes. Imp, the imp, that imp was so cool. I don't want to see an imp with a CG mouth. See, here's the thing. It wouldn't
You're
even be a
gonna get
CG.
it.
No, it wouldn't even be a CG mouth because they just do the green screen and do like the lips like they used to do in those super cheap cartoons.
Hmm.
So it just has like the mouth. So it's not even like CG. It's just like
uh,
Afghanistan animation lips.
Todd, I think you should read Big T's
I was
last
purposely
comment.
not reading it, but if you want me to, I will because I already co-signed
Full
it.
Moon does not, or Flesh Wound does not endorse Big T's opinion here, but
Even if some do and won't say it, man, they don't make girls like that anymore. Remember when girls were loose as a goose? Now, nowadays they want their rights, and they don't even get me started about making sandwiches. Shaking my head. Well, it seems like they're starting to lose those, Big T. So you got that. Was that too soon?
I prefer making my own sandwiches. You know what you want. You know what I mean? Like, I'll make my own sandwich.
As long as you don't have to tell them twice.
Yeah, people always fuck up sandwiches. I'll make a good sandwich.
Because you finger the mayonnaise on it.
You got to stir it. You know? Myron kind of looks like that guy from Philly when he took his hat off a year ago. I love this movie so much. I'm sorry if I zone out once in a while, guys.
Dan, why don't you take your hat off and audition for this part right now?
Oh. You would get the if Charles offered me the part, I would definitely have
Dan,
no
you
issues.
gotta audition. Come on, this is your big moment.
I'm not auditioning for you, Todd. You don't even think Faruza Balk's hot. I'm not auditioning for you.
No, I don't think she is anymore.
You don't recognize beauty.
You know what? I strawberries were an '80s, '90s thing. I'm good.
Messed up.
Dan is yes, he is. That's why he likes to go third or fourth.
Before apple pie, there was mayonnaise. That might have even been funnier in American Pie if he was banging a jar of mayonnaise. You could have had it like fly everywhere.
Is that your go-to, Dan?
I do not fuck mayonnaise,
You
Todd.
know what? I think
Thank you.
Dan is a watermelon heated up guy. No, okay.
Probably burn your dick on the
Well,
citrus.
no, that's a thing, and it's funny because they cut that joke out of Me, myself, and Irene, because it was American Pie just beat him to it with the pie, and it was too similar.
Really?
Yeah.
Did they shoot it though?
Oh, it's on the deleted scenes.
I don't remember. Well, it's been a long time.
Yeah, definitely check it out. Yeah, he doesn't actually bang it, but he pulls it out of the oven with the hole in it.
I feel like out of the three, I don't think any would feel like the real thing. Not even close. I don't know.
Dan, Patreon review.
There you go.
You know it's funny because after American Pie, do you guys remember the good apple pies at McDonald's? The fried ones before they changed them.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They and Rallies had them and KFC had them because I think that's after they got rid of them. But after American Pie used to call those pocket pussies.
Yeah, I even remember watching this the first time and thinking like, is Myron gonna fuck her?
You know what? If it would have happened, what would have been like a basket case.
This is a great double feature with Basket Case 2.
I was gonna say the second one in particular.
Yeah, Basket Case
Tone-wise.
2 in particular. Like that is an awesome double feature. The actually in Dr. Moreau's House of Pain, that pig creature does kind of bang the girl. It's mostly off screen, but you think Kruger could get the makeup right for maybe a Myron fan film?
Yeah. He's got that Pitbull 2 head collar.
There you
Deep cut for y'all.
go.
Props to the one person who got that.
No, we might have more than a few.
The fried apple pies from McDonald's are a thing of legend. Big T, they have the same ones at if you have Rallies or Checkers, same thing. And KFC fried pies, same ones, just as delicious. And you might get yourself some burned mouth just as bad. That shot of grease in your mouth. Damn it! Now I want one of those.
You can't have one.
No, well, I can have one of the other ones. I just can't have the McDonald's one.
Yeah.
Those baked apple pies are just dumb.
Yeah, I don't get it. My brother orders those. My dad orders those.
I've
they're
grabbed
shit.
them. I've grabbed them when they've had like the special, like ones with like the like the not cheesecake, but like kind of like cream. That
Yeah.
and they're all right, but like yeah, I'm not just gonna get an apple one. They're dry and bland and
Yeah, I've never been a fan. What's your favorite kind of pie? No vagina jokes. Legit pie.
You're asking me or everyone?
Well, everyone but you right now.
Jeez, put me on the spot. Key lime's a good one. I just see that because we always have it in the. That's one that
I don't mind key lime, but that is like a one small piece kind of thing.
yeah. But that's not my favorite. It always makes you think of Natural Born Killers though. Um,
Buttermilk pie, Ben. Really?
oh,
That's
banana cream pie. There we go.
good. Banana cream is damn good.
Pecans are good. Damn, slash on video. Pecan and key lime. Those are both my mom's favorites, and I've had those both quite a bit in my life.
Pumpkin though, man.
Sweet potato. Oh my god.
It's hard to beat pumpkin pie. Although a good banana cream is
Sweet
hard to beat.
potato can beat a pumpkin pie.
No.
Yeah. Then you must have a white person making your sweet potato pie.
Now my mom's big and she actually makes good sweet potato pie, but
Again,
not pumpkin.
my question stands then.
That's messed up.
And when I said the white people's sweet potato pie is different. Where's Pugs here when we need him to agree?
Oh, here we go. The
See?
head's about to give some head.
No, there we go. Dan would wanted to be the stunt tongue, but unfortunately,
I think I'd volunteer. I'd have no issues. Let's use the real tongue, Charlie.
well,
Be
if
more
it was,
realistic.
I think if it was actually that long, you wouldn't have to talk her into it. But back to Big T earlier. Yeah, what happened to all the whores? Where'd they all go? You know what? I will tell you exactly what happened. I'm breaking the story right now. Instagram and OnlyFans ruined it because now they know they can get money. So why would they give that away for free? Okay, now I'm with Dan. I'm anti OnlyFans now.
I want Elon to buy OnlyFans and just shut it down forever. Forget Twitter. You could have easily have bought OnlyFans and all that other crap and shut it down.
Well, they almost did shut it down basically when they said they couldn't do porn anymore.
Yeah, I was ready to delete it. I didn't have any use for OnlyFans. That is bullshit. I'll just go on the rant while you enjoy Jacqueline's
Well, if she would have done OnlyFans, you would have been all in.
Not if it's just watching her play fucking video games. I wouldn't.
I mean,
OnlyFans is bullshit.
The biggest problem with that is you don't know what you get till you get it.
Yeah, I know. It's like, here's my stamp collection. It's like, oh, that was worth $30. Go
Speaking
fuck yourself.
Flesh Food and OnlyFans coming soon.
Yeah, well, if we do an OnlyFans, then you're gonna see some action. I don't know who, but you're gonna see some action. Me and Feruza live sex celebration coming to OnlyFans. I defended her honor against Todd and his terrible opinions.
See, this is when it's a problem, when it's just me, because there's no one else to explain to Dan. He has a horrible opinion. This is what I miss. Well, I always miss Kruger and Pugs, but
You don't represent everybody. I'm gonna, you know what? This week, whatever podcast I'm on, I'm gonna ask about Feruza Balk. And you're gonna see the vast majority think she's hot as hell, Todd.
y'all some thirsty motherfuckers, though.
You know? I'll even post the poll.
See, not arguing with me though when I say it.
Linnea, Michelle, and Brink. Forget about the movies.
No, that'll be an interesting one.
Just the ladies. Don't not, all right, I love Return of the Living Dead as much as the next guy, but set that aside.
I don't think you should approach it with I think you need to not give anything away beforehand and be what's your order of, not like who's your favorite, just what was their order. So yeah. Dan, would you like to rig Big T's problem with OnlyFans?
Absolutely. Big T's only problem with OnlyFans is there's a lot of girls whose mothers probably should have taught them some self-risk exercises. Some of their masturbation skills are atrocious. Uh, yeah, they got to do the flesh wound Dan method, you know.
And that was wrist exercises. If not self risk exercises, he correct.
Somebody's gonna watch this podcast and actually do it, and they'll start calling me the love doctor, Todd.
No one's going to
It's
call you
coming
that,
soon.
Dan.
I'm gonna do this, Todd, and I'm gonna report back.
Well, if you do it like that, Dan,
Have you ever seen somebody do it? It might be the magic method, Todd.
like in their face, is that how you're doing?
Oh, Todd, down below.
Well, if you're doing it like that, they're going to laugh at you, but okay.
I'm gonna laugh. They're gonna be on cloud nine, Todd.
Dan, that's like what a guy whose first time is going to do.
I don't think anybody has ever done the flesh wound Dan method, though. You wiggle in there, you find the little man in the boat, and you just boom. Boom, Todd. Gold.
Dan,
I'm gonna make so you remember when Nina Hartley made those like videos on different sex positions and whatnot? I'm gonna start my own line for flesh wound features.
Dan, would you read that,
Patreon.
please?
I am 1 second, Big T. Patreon, Todd. We're gonna do Dan's Guide to Sex.
We
It's
are not going to
happening.
do that, but thank
Hey,
you.
we are. It's gonna happen now.
Okay, Dan, you can
I'm
figure
gonna
out
I'm gonna
Patreon.
go to one of those hotels with like the heart beds and everything and film it. We'll make it like sexy. We're gonna get a ton of patrons out of this. Big T. Sorry, somebody should probably drop the suicide hotline prevention number if they are self-risk when they're masturbating. Well,
Hey, well,
you're definitely doing it wrong.
didn't work out for
Right.
Karen Dean. Big T, just yes.
Carradine didn't have the lime in his mouth, though. That's the problem.
All right, Slasher, peace out. Good night.
We'll see you, Slasher. Sorry you had to go on David Carradine and the lime.
A Big T will pay you not to do that, Dad.
Oh, it's happening. We'll make it the higher tier, though. But
That'll
it's
be the
happening.
first OnlyFans one, so I don't have to deal with it.
Flesh wound OnlyFans. Oh, I have an idea, but I'm not going to give it away yet.
No, it's a good one then.
It's a good one.
Dan's gonna give Fruzuka some crack rocks to be in his instructional sex videos.
That's fucked up, Todd.
Hey, you may be able to get it.
In my dreams. But I might make it happen. We might make this happen. You'd shit your pants if Faruza just appeared on stream with me. Don't underestimate a
Don't make
handsome dude in a beard and hat, dude.
Dan, I will have her on next week.
We'll make it happen.
I will. I'm on it now. I'm gonna use my producer skills, and she's gonna be on here next week. I'm working on it now.
We'll make it happen.
I know people who know people.
I never really got like tongue-tied with celebrities, but I will say Brink Stevens. That was one of those like I don't know what to say kind of moments.
You know my only one I ever had that with, right?
Kitten Natividad?
No. You're going the wrong way.
What year, roughly?
I don't know, 10 years ago. It's probably been now, first time.
Oh, well, then I knew you.
No, it may have been a little longer. It may have been closer to 50. I'm trying to think when the first time.
Oh, Danielle Harris.
No. I said you're going the wrong way. When I say it, you're going to be like, duh. Actually, it's two. Ooh, they're both the same thing, though. I forgot there was one other. Well, if you guess one, you'll guess the other. There's one female and one male. I'll just do that.
Oh, okay. I was just talking women, but
the male was the one I was thinking of. I forgot there was one female also. And I'm actually mad that now that Dan didn't get the female immediately.
Well, I mean, there's a
There's one
few for
answer.
you.
What? No, there's not.
Not Danielle Harris.
No. If you get the man, you'll get the woman.
Tell me,
I'll give you the man first. Lloyd Kaufman.
Tiffany Shepis?
There you go.
Tiffany's gorgeous. Can't say I was like tongue tied
No,
though.
no, I was in love with her back then.
Yeah.
So, other than that, no. I mean, Romero's a little bit like intimidating, but I wasn't like afraid to talk to him.
Oh,
Bangren,
he
Adrian
was
Barbeau.
super easy to talk to.
Oh yeah.
Romero, yeah.
Well, no. This is what threw me off, and it throws
Here's
me
more
off.
Bush.
It throws me off with people.
Oh, that's a bad makeup job there.
The fact that Romero's taller than me. I'm not used to looking up at people talking to them. That like throws me off
How
because
tall are
I'm
you again exactly?
6'4".
6. Oh, okay. I thought you were like 6'5". Okay.
Well, 6'4" and a half, 6'5". It depends. I just say 6'4" because I'm old and it shrinks. Marie Osmond, Donnie is the man. Marie Osmond. When she had that talk show back in the '90s, yeah, I had a thing for that one too.
Wanted to motorboat Marie.
I Mormon, give her all those Mormon babies.
I'd wear the special underpants for her back then.
I remember breaking the news to a buddy that, oh no, they aren't husband and wife.
I've been for a project. I've been going down that erotic fan fiction road lately, and there are Donnie and Marie like erotic fan fictions out there. It's hilarious. Some of them are like so fucking random too. Especially like the cartoons. I still don't get that.
If you all would like to submit your own Flesh Moon Farce erotic fan fiction, please do.
Yes. We're gonna have a reading.
I still want cryptozoology for the first. We got to warm and lube it up. Oh,
that's a whole thing.
I know it is. Uh-oh. Oh, it is. Come on. I don't want to say that name too loud and have my kid wake up.
Yeah, Otis isn't going to let that happen.
I will just answer without reading it. Yes, Big T.
Oh, that is the best gig in the world.
Carrying a woman to your dungeon? Is that the part? I'm guessing we're going to have 20 minutes. See? I get this.
Gangbang. This dude had to wrestle somewhere at some point.
Oh, yeah.
I always felt they dropped the ball not introducing more like siblings or relatives with Undertaker and Kane. I feel they could have expanded that.
Blame Katie Vick.
That's true.
And how dare you not even say Paul Bearer?
Well, Paul Bearer, obviously, but we got Paul Bearer. I'm talking like new.
I know, but if you're going to name the family, you got to name all three.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we didn't.
It'd have to be the right guy, but man.
They could have got Fake Razor to be another relative.
Omar. That was a good bump. They, I wonder if they had Phil Fondacara do the stunt.
Dan, can you see what time you're at, or tell me what you're seeing? I hit a
I
button.
am seeing him talking to the lobotomized dog who just walked away. Now, hold on here. Might be a little different, but an hour 15.
Okay. I'm a little ahead.
Yeah, well, that's like I said, I've got two things up just in case something goes wrong. We're on the final battle.
Tell me when Otis is carrying her outside.
All right, he just took out eyeballs.
Yeah. You can still talk though, Dan.
Now I know I keep getting distracted by the lovely ladies. Ernestina's standing over Myron. Sometimes, no matter what you do, it can kind of.
Yeah, well, I just like accidentally hit.
All right, he just dropped her. They're looking at the house.
Okay, I'm close enough.
I've learned with commentaries I have to have like 2 spots to be safe.
He looks like a young George Kennedy.
He does, actually.
I don't think I've ever noticed that till today.
George Kennedy worked like right up until the end. He was on a film called Fallen Ones, I think it was, with Casper Van Dien, or it might have been Sands of Oblivion. But yeah, I mean, he could barely walk, but he was still like cracking people up and on set. It was what a legend.
Still has one of the saddest deaths in horror for me. Creepshow 2.
Yeah.
I don't remember how old I was. I was probably like 11 when I was like, that bothered me. I was like, that's fucked up.
I've been catching up on Picard and Star Trek in general right now, and
just started
there's a death that hits. I'll get to Lower Decks, Todd. It's not canon.
It takes place in the universe. It's canon.
No, it's not. It doesn't.
It takes place in the
How are you arguing Star Trek with me?
Because I know it's canon. It takes place in the universe. It's literally happening below decks. That's like the whole gimmick.
I mean, I'll get to it. I just haven't gotten to that yet.
You can say I'm not interested because it's a cartoon, but it's supposed to be taken.
You owe me a TV show.
No,
you haven't watched any of them, or at least do Breaking Bad. I mean, come on.
I will eventually, but no, I got to catch up on Lower Decks now. It's fun. I don't have Tripping the Rift anymore. Give me some funny sci-fi.
Oh, I watched Tripping the Rift.
Yeah. 3 seasons and a movie.
Yeah. That was a fun show. Ugly Americans is one that went so good, and I don't know why it didn't continue. It was so clever.
Yeah, I was a fan of that one too. Where do you land on Drawn Together?
Oh, I love that. The reality show with I remember the musical number, what was it? Black Chick's Tongue.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
See, Ben Grimm, Lower Decks is very fun.
I will get to it. I'm almost caught up with Picard.
I just love the fact I watch a Star Trek series Dan doesn't.
Watch Deep Space Nine. It's
no,
so
thank
good.
you.
Just being stubborn, Todd. It's so good.
I told you, if you buy me the set, I'll watch it.
Watch them release it on Blu-ray. You know that's gonna happen.
Okay, then get me it on digital. There you go. I'll watch it that way.
Well, as we come to an end on this awesome show, I have a poll.
that you dip in mayonnaise?
Oh no, not that kind of pull. Uh, so on the subject of movie deaths, give me like a couple that affected you more than anything else. Chat can weigh in on this as well.
The only
I
horror one that jumped in my head. Oh, you know what's one that didn't bother me as a child, but probably bothered me not the last time, maybe 2 or 3 times ago when I watched it. Nancy's death in Nightmare on Elm Street 3 bothers me now.
hmm, really.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
does.
nothing against Nightmare on Elm Street 3 or Nancy, but I don't know if that's one that got me in the feels or
I
anything.
see. I don't think it's like that. I mean, it's uh, her story wasn't complete, and the way she went out, it just bothers me now.
I'll say movie or TV series. TV series can hit a little bit harder if you follow the
That's
character.
you know what. Open up the TV series, like 90% of Walking Dead people have ones from that.
Hmm.
So
I think you almost kind of expect it now with Walking Dead. They haven't had one that really hit hard in a while. Um, well, I will throw one out there. Well, if you are a Star Trek fan, Star Trek Nemesis was rough with Data. Um,
spoilers.
well, that's 20 years. I'm sorry. But there's more to that. Remember, it's science fiction, but
Didn't even go
um,
with Spock. Jeez. And I'll tell you,
yeah.
you know why you didn't? Because by the time you got to watch those, there was already the searches that he was already back. The losing him like doesn't. There's no emotional stuff to it because when you know the third one's the search for Spock, he's going to be back.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. You don't live it. No.
yeah, so that's like the one thing that's different with that. I mean, you could have been affected by it. You don't know though.
That is true. That is true. Trying to think other. Well, God, you might lose all cool cred by saying it, but Marley and Me. I
Never
remember
watched it.
my mom wanted to watch that so bad, and I was aware of like the book, and it was the dog's life, so the dog dies, but they fucking tease it so long. We've always had a lot of animals, so I've had to put down more
Oh,
than a few.
big
That is fucking brutal the way they shoot it. So
big T's dropping some good ones too. 100%. Edith's death from Archie's place. That was one. He also mentions hands down, Boy Meets World, Sean's father. I was a little old for that,
um,
but yeah.
yeah, that was unusually hard for that kind of show. They really made that unpleasant. I would also say John Goodman and Roseanne.
Yeah, it's funny. That's
That
another one now.
although they unwrote it, I mean they undid it, but
Thank God, because that whole last season of Roseanne was garbage.
yeah, it's like we're in fantasy world. No, now he's dead and
Well,
everybody's fucking
that
sad.
and now she's dead. That's what she gets. You don't kill. And you know what? I'll tell you like this: I don't even miss her from that show. I
uh,
don't.
well, I mean, I don't watch it, but I
I
I
mean,
don't I just it's not the same.
it's not, but I don't miss her at all. I'd rather have Peggy Bundy than Roseanne. I'm good.
I watched the Halloween episodes, but
Those are still fun,
uh
even the new ones.
yeah, that I'm glad they continued the tradition because Roseanne had some fucking awesome Halloween episodes.
I
Um,
miss the Halloween episodes on shows now. There's still a few that do. Like According to Jim has great Halloween episodes. Not everyone's into the show, but they do one every year, and it was always a good. It was a big thing. It was like on Roseanne par level.
oh, not to cut you off the subject of Roseanne, but I have one.
Okay.
I'm trying. I might be wrong with the name, but it was that Keanu Reeves, Charlize Theron movie. I want to say Sweet November. I could be wrong on the title, but like she's got some. I don't remember all the details, but she's got like some terminal disease. But that was the date movie that I had, And there's like one point where she's like dying and she's in a tub or something, and like he's saying goodbye to her. Um, really awkward because my date, it's at home, not at the movie theater, and like bawling her fucking eyes out. I think I was like 20, maybe 21 at the time. And she was a little bit older. It was really weird, like just bawling her fucking eyes out, and then started making out with me while she was crying, which was really weird. That's the first and last time that's ever happened. Wasn't me, so but the night ended well. Ben Grimm, Dan, did you see the new Bloomhouse show coming with Peg Bundy in it? Torn Hearts coming to Epics. No, I don't even know anything. What's it about? I haven't heard anything about that. Katie Seagal still looks damn good, though. Gonna have to check that out. Yeah, Big T. I think they can undo her death again. Why not?
Again, they already married Dan off to Peg Bundy. I'm good. I don't need Roseanne back. But I do agree she's been punished enough. I mean, whatever. But
Yeah, I don't know.
I
It's
don't
just
I don't want another dream where she's back next season.
you could do a killer zombie episode though.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
If they want to bring her back, they can bring her back for a flashback. But I don't know. Since they OD'd her off, they don't want to do it.
That's so fucked up too. Because do they even really deal with it? Because again, I didn't watch, but
They
isn't it just like, oh, she's dead, like just a
No.
heroin OD or whatever it was,
Yeah, it wasn't heroin, it was pills.
pills.
I hear,
Yeah.
hear did Dan, do you remember what comes out next Thursday at the theaters that we're gonna have to review?
Next Thursday.
From Blumhouse, your favorite.
Oh well, I might be busy that day.
No. Show work.
What was Bloom unleashing on us that day?
Firestarter.
Oh,
There we go. That's the attitude I want. Dan
damn.
needs to review it for the show. Sorry.
I'd rather see that overrated Marvel shit than that. God damn.
Doesn't matter. Does it annoy you even more in like the trailers? The font they use for Firestarter is the Hellraiser font.
Honest to God, I think I was probably just tuning out that whole thing.
You know,
Look,
here's the thing.
Zac Efron, fucking that
See what I mean?
trailer. It could end up being decent. I always say that. I go in with an open mind.
Well,
But that trailer, that movie looks like fucking dog shit. dog.
they only have up to go. While I love the cast of the original, I don't think it's a good movie.
No, I'm not a huge Firestarter fan. Truth be told, I mean, it's a decent enough movie. It's not.
I
Great.
like David Keith David. I don't know which one it is, so I've just said them both.
Well, one is black and one is white.
I
think
know,
you can
and I
tell
don't
the difference. Tom.
I don't. I can tell the difference, but it's either Keith David or David Keith. I always mess up the name.
Yeah.
Wait, let me see if I get it. This one was David Keith.
Yes, Todd.
Okay, yeah, maybe I will get that. And then, of course, Drew Barrymore.
Yes, I'm just kind of indifferent to Firestarter in general.
I am too.
I mean, Zac Efron, he does comedy well, but he doesn't look good in that movie.
There's a movie he's in. It's based off that book. The greatest beer run ever, I think it is. Movie coming out soon.
He does, yeah, he does comedy well enough. I don't really have any beef with Efron. It's just, man, I could give two fucks about that movie.
Honestly, I'm the same with you. You know, if you have another show that day, I'm fine with waiting and saving it for the Wednesday. I don't think that's going to get us a ton of clicks.
I mean, I have AMC A-list, so I might see it. It's just.
Oh no, Dan, you need to. We're going to review it. You got to get out there.
I'll get to it. Get to it.
Hey, be nice, or I'm going to make you review the Sam Raimi movie too.
Oh, well, that's a good tease, by the way, guys. Tomorrow,
There
we will
you
have
go.
our Doctor Strange show. We're covering the 1978 Doctor Strange and Dr. Mordred with Jeffrey Combs. So tune in tomorrow night What time is that one, Todd?
I think it'll drop at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 Eastern.
All
Normal
right, 9 Eastern tomorrow. Check it out. That'll be fun. But yeah, I don't know. I'll tell you, dude. Like, I know you guys are into the Marvel stuff more than anything, but I swear it's gonna be the
I
same
don't know
thing
about
with this
more
one.
than anything.
Best movie ever.
Oh well,
Like,
that
it's just
happens every time.
I
But
know it's so fucking annoying.
that's honestly the first Doctor Strange is all right. It's probably my least favorite of all of them.
I don't
But
remember hating it or
I don't
anything,
either. It's
but
just I know what's the one that gets a lot.
Dr. Mordred's better.
Oh no, yeah, I love the one that gets the most hate. Although between Iron Man 3 and Captain Marvel, I don't know which gets the most hate, but Captain Marvel's set in the 90s. I love that movie, and
Oh,
I know why.
Captain Marvel's like the worst fucking
Oh my
casting
god.
ever. She
Well,
is dog. I like her acting. She's great in Room. She's fucking horrible as Captain Marvel.
I have no issues. So, but again, I don't read the comics or anything like that. I just watch the movies. But you know what? I know you said greatest ever. You know that happens every time. With Sam Raimi, it's potential because I think you can
There were
really.
reshoots, I know.
There's
So
reshoots on everything. That doesn't mean anything now. Um, that
I'm just worried it's going to be a count the cameos thing.
you know what? I don't mind. That's like the old school wrestling. Anything can happen. I have no problem with that. Just give me some good cameos and make me pop. It's junk food for the brain. I don't need to go to the movies all the time to think. I mean, that's okay. I like junk food sometimes. If Sam Raimi gives me a sequence like Spider Man 2's hospital scene, I'll be happy. Bruce Campbell pops up as Mysterio, I'll pop hard. I'll probably be like the only one pop into the theater. But and tell me, and I got to find out where the classic is. It's gonna pop up somewhere. You got to have the classic coming somewhere.
Italian Spider-Man.
No, the classic is the name of Sam Raimi's car that's in every movie.
Oh.
Dan,
Okay.
you've just disappointed me again.
I thought you were leading to an Italian Spider-Man joke, but
No, I was not.
no. We need Puma Man in there. I will actually go see it if Puma Man's in it.
Well, Dan, I've heard the spoilers. This is, if you don't want to know this, Puma Man isn't. No,
Puma Man's not in there. Don't fucking lie to me, Todd.
I know. I, I don't know. We'll see.
I'll give that thing a 0 so fast if you make me sit through 3 hours of it to
It-
not see fucking Puma
it's
Man.
not. It's not that long. It's only 2 hours and 9 minutes for a Marvel. I'm like, that's a good running time. I have no problem with that.
Why can't some
Last
of these
few were
just be 90 fucking minutes?
because the blockbusters are always going to hit 2 hours, and I'm
And
fine
they're
with
boring. That last James Bond movie, I don't know about all you guys in the chat, but I was fighting falling asleep. I thought that thing was a piece of shit. You don't need yeah. Ben puts over Spider-Man 2 in the chat.
Spider-Man.
Um,
Yeah, there's an argument to make is that's the best. See, here's the thing: the best superhero movie, Toxic Avenger. Forget everyone else. The best comic book, I got to go with Howard the Duck. Then Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2. Sorry, there's my order.
I like Howard the Duck, but Howard the Duck's not the too bad.
Greatest Marvel movie ever made.
Well, I'm sure Pugs would agree with you,
He
but
will, and we will be having that Howard the Duck commentary soon.
I just honest to God, and I'm not joking, I think the Albert Pune Captain America is better than the new ones.
I can't go that far, but I will easily go the Corman Fantastic Four is better than any other Fantastic Four movie that's happened.
Yeah, I mean that's not a high bar, but yeah.
And the London
No.
Punisher's better.
I always liked the Dolph Lundgren Punisher.
That's what I'm saying. That's the one I pick out of that.
You know what's funny though? I actually think all the Punisher movies are decent. I like the Thomas Jane one.
Blade's really good, yeah.
Punisher Warzone doesn't get a lot of attention, and I don't know why. I thought that was a pretty badass movie with Ray Stevenson. That's kind of right before like Iron Man and all that shit kind of started to explode. I just think it was a bad time.
I thought the Warzone one came after.
If it was like right after, but Punisher Warzone was not not a huge hit.
No,
I
it
mean,
wasn't. I know because we, we
uh,
we changed the cast. It was one of those that kind of like people didn't really care.
yeah. And shout
There's
out Vicente in the chat. Welcome, welcome. Um, oh, is this Doctor Strange thing already out now?
well, I mean, people have seen it, but it doesn't come out
Oh.
till tomorrow. There's already been leaks. I already got one thing ruined.
Oh,
So that's why Pugs is go. I know he has. He's probably happy right now. He's working, 12 hours, and he's not seeing spoilers. I went on. I warned him. I was like, "Stay off the internet. Stay off Facebook."
does it really matter? Is it anything that
It's
big?
definitely something that would have got a pop theatrically.
I haven't heard anything, and I've.
I'll tell you off air if you want to know, but I'm
Oh
not going to
yeah, I
say
mean,
that.
I'm not going to see the movie, so
I
I
know.
don't know.
I know you're not worried about that.
We're not going to turn heel on you, chat. Don't worry. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't. I used to like even some of the more cheesy, fun superhero things. Now it's just like it's run its course. How do you think? Because Amber Heard's all wrapped on Aquaman too, right? So that's
Yeah.
from what I understand, she's only got like 10 minutes of screen time.
Unfortunately, I'm annoyed with that.
I don't even want to go and see it with her in it.
What? Oh my God!
She's a fucking bitch, dude. I don't like her.
You know what? And Johnny Depp's a pussy, so they're perfect for each other. How can you support one and not the other? They're both the
They're
same.
both
They're the
shitty,
toxic
but
couple that made it
all
happen.
right. Here's my argument, and I don't want to like say that either one's not doesn't have severe issues. Johnny Depp is almost 60 years old. He's your age.
Okay.
Johnny Depp never had any kind of issues with other
Oh no, that's
girlfriends
not
out in
true.
the news. Not like this. Nothing like this.
Well, that's what makes a toxic relationship. Two people like that, because there's Jennifer Grey in her book. She talks about it, the narcissism and like all the stuff. So it's there. They just did not create that toxic relationship that we got this time. And the fact that you bring up Johnny Depp's age makes it even worse than like a woman in her 30s that is supposed to do this crazy dumb shit than a man in his 60s who should know better.
Well, he's not. He's 58, I think.
Okay.
But
Point being, a man in his 50s should know better.
I
So I,
still think she's lost the public. I'm not
oh
saying
yeah,
they're both not assholes,
you
but
know,
she is like queen asshole.
and you know what? And that's only because people love Johnny Depp.
I I mean, I like certain things. Johnny Depp's had a
No,
lot of misses in recent years. He's
I
not.
agree. And but if it was you, if it was Keanu Reeves, everyone would be on his side. You flip it out and put, I don't know, I can't think of it.
Keanu Reeves would be like it's funny when all of the like accusations and stuff started coming out. I was like, I think we've even had this conversation. Like, who is like absolutely not a piece of shit? And Keanu Reeves was on that list.
Yeah, him.
Can't say I've ever heard anything. Now, who the hell knows? Like
Well,
something
he's
will come out, and then it's like, yeah, Keanu, uh, you know, slapped me on the set of Bill and Ted or something. But I don't think so. I think he's probably legit nice.
and you can tell Johnny Depp's an arrogant prick too. I don't know if you
It
can.
he's full of himself. And if you know about like his past, I guess it kind of makes it. It's tough if you become that famous that young. Aren't you almost destined to be a piece of shit? Like I consider myself a good guy, but if I was like a superstar that young, I'd probably be a piece of shit too. I mean, I think it's just it molds you. Um, I mean, look at all the Disney Channel kids, or I mean, pretty much everybody becomes a piece of shit. Ben Grimm, I could care less about celebrity relationship drama. Imagine if someone went through every argument you've had in your relationship. That's a good point, Ben. Like,
And
we're
which is
seeing like
also
the worst moments, because they're public figures, and there's not a whole lot there. I mean, shitting in somebody's bed's kind of fucked up, but
again, I've been in toxic relationships and I get it. They're both wrong, and there we go.
Yeah, but I
I
don't
know
like the
they're
one.
both going to paint the other one as the one, and they're the victim. That's just what happens. I mean,
Well, they've totally destroyed each other's career, but she did it first, and he had nothing else to lose. That's the only thing I say in that case. If he didn't say a word, then it was just like, "Oh, okay, bend. Let me bend over for you." Like you can't blame him for hitting back because it did go both ways.
well,
Hitting back in terms of the lawsuit, I should say, not
I'm
hitting.
sure they both happened though, Dan.
Yeah, I you know what though? He does not strike me as a hitter, to be honest. Like I see him taking that ass whipping. He may have done other things, and he obviously did, but I don't know. Have you watched some of the trial feed?
I've watched like a few minutes here and there. I really don't care that much. I just like to talk smack on it. I mean,
Yeah,
I've heard enough to know there was a toxic relationship, and
yeah, definitely. I I'm amazed. Like for me, that's like a you shit in my bed, I'm gone. Like that's just it.
but again, Dan, that's not the makings of what this was. It
No, I
takes two to
understand.
make this shit happen, not just one.
I think it was just her that shit in the bed.
You're right, but he didn't leave.
Can you imagine how horrible that would have been if he had come home and like she was doing it? Like that's just pretty much like a
See, and this is the thing, and I always use the crazy hot ratio, and this is why I'm still pro Amber Heard. Because read this, Dan.
big T, and let's not act as if their makeup sex wasn't insane. I could only imagine. Unless she's like a Sunny, though, Big T, Tammy
You know
Stitch.
what? No, because there's a different. And I go with this. There's the crazy factor. Sunny's not the same kind of crazy. She's just like
Sunny's cuckoo for
no, no,
Cocoa
no, no.
Puffs,
She's
dude.
messed up. She's from drugs. She's not. I don't believe she's organically crazy versus drugs doing this to her.
Hmm.
I think that's the difference between a Sunny and an Amber Heard.
Yeah, Amber
And
Heard's definitely fucked up for sure. But she was fucked up going back to all the boys love Mandy Lane. There's stories. She was a
yeah,
bitch on Drive Angry. There's a lot of stories out there that
exactly.
predate Johnny. So, you know. I've known actually some extras and stuff that have worked with Johnny Depp and said that he was always cool.
Hmm.
Like never a piece of shit, never mean to anybody. I mean, that's not to say others can't have different experiences, but
Well,
I've not heard anything.
Jennifer Grey dated him after the murderer, so
I totally forgot they were together actually.
yeah.
What
I
big
believe
ones has he been with? What Winona?
well, I'm trying to think it was after Winona. Yeah, he
Um
drew that one crazy to go shoplift.
uh she's a crazy
Oh,
one for
wait,
sure.
hold on. I'm gonna bring this one up.
Winona's definitely shitting in a
Uh,
bed. Vicente, from the looks of the trial footage, Amber Heard is a total bitch. In other words, I can't wait to see Amber and Rob Zombie and Eli Roth movies. Okay, so that's interesting because Johnny Depp, I think, will work again.
I do
You're
too.
you're not going to see him in big studio stuff. She fucked him on that. I mean, that's why I can't blame him for filing the lawsuit. They should have been able to say, you know what, this was just a shit show of a relationship. Let's go our separate ways. Both keep our
And see
mouths shut and let it move on. We,
that's the problem, and that's why this toxic is continuing because they are still in each other's lives. They're still doing the same thing. To them, this toxic relationship is not over. They're still doing it. It's
mm,
not done. It's continuing until they make that total break. Just do not see or talk. It's not gonna. It's gonna be this crazy until it happens.
you think she'll go like Sean Young on him and like put like a voodoo doll or like fuck with him like
No,
outside his house or something?
I think
You
what
remember
she.
that story with James Woods where Sean Young was stalking him? That was a funny, like old school Hollywood story. Um, she did a whole bunch of weird shit around that time, but um, yeah, I don't know. Well, Amber Heard in a Rob Zombie movie makes total sense.
Can we just replace his wife with her, please?
It's never gonna happen.
Oh my
Todd.
God, they can be sisters.
He can make a high school slasher movie, and he'll just de-age her at this point. That Rob Zombie is
You are
never gonna not cast her. He will just fucking de-age her ass, and you'll have 70-year-old Sherry Moon, in the Slumber Party Massacre remake. That is what he would do. That's future plans for
the
Rob
least
Zombie.
shocking bit of casting news ever was Sherry Moon Zombie as Lily Munster.
It's funny. Every time I'm thinking, like, when they announce movies, like, maybe this will be the one where he doesn't do it. Then of course, yeah. Do you think she makes him though? Do you think there's like ever any like conversation like, well,
I
honey,
think he
maybe
writes
we
them
should
for
go.
her. No, I think he writes them for her.
Yeah, but is it more her?
What?
He has to know the criticism at this point.
And you know what? He doesn't care.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Because he doesn't care about the criticisms of his movies. Why would he care about that?
I will argue that. I don't buy it. I think the Halloween stuff probably hurt him pretty deeply. I put myself like if I had, made a studio picture or something, and like it was hated the level that people hated Halloween, I think that would affect me. Like as
Well,
a diehard horror fan, I think that would be a sore spot. I don't know about you, but
he's also yes. It's so stupid to play Lily. Yeah, I agree. But yeah, but he's also said he didn't. Those aren't the movies he wanted to make. Um, that those reshoots were forced upon him, and there's shots in the second film that the Weinstein's wanted in the trailer.
yeah,
So he filmed it and then he stuck it in the movie because you have to remember that's the era Weinstein's were notorious for their trailer shots. Look at Black Christmas, which
definitely.
there's some cool stuff in there that's not in the movie. That was literally specifically filmed for the trailers.
Yeah, no, that's true. I actually do have some empathy for him though, because some of the shit that I read like after Halloween, like, dude, like, ooh. The only thing that topped it was Uwe Bowl for everything. That's you, Dan. You're not Rob Zombie. And welcome, a little voice. I'm sorry if I missed you in the chat.
You
Fair
don't
enough.
block him again.
Don't. Oh, did we block you? I'm sorry. I don't think we ever block anybody.
Well, that's friend of the show, Chris. Just so you know.
Oh, okay.
Tuned in late, didn't hear the parts where you were talking smack on him.
You listen. That's awesome. That's awesome. I didn't block him though. I didn't block him the last time. I don't know what happened that time.
Was it? It may have been Pugs or Kruger.
Yeah, I think we thought you were a spam bot, Chris. So my bad. But yeah, no, I mean, well, number one, like when you get to the point where you've got death threats, it's a movie, guys. Like, calm down. That's fucked up. I remember, Halo. I mean, it was all bullshit, but like IMDb had like Uwe Boll like was attached to direct Halo, and the glorious days of the IMDb boards, and there was like literal like death threats, like not even funny, like literal, like just like specific, like call the cops kind of death threats. Man, I don't know how that doesn't affect you, but yeah. Chris, are you a fan of Head of the Family?
I'm pretty sure he's not. He has this Charlie Band love thing going on, so
I don't know I don't know about that, Todd. You're the heel now. Yeah, do you have actually the Head of the Family busts? I never got them, and I kind of regret it.
I didn't bother with those.
I kind of want it, but man, there's just too many sets right now.
I want that Gingerweed Man I still haven't broke down.
I don't have everything. I have all the original like Full Moon figures now. I've had them for a while, but I didn't buy like any of the like recent bobbleheads or anything like that. I kind of want them, but I'm just running out of space. But
That's when you sell
Uh,
some more expensive pieces, and then you get new ones, and then you just keep rotating the stock.
I the only thing I am gonna liquidate my records because that was stupid, but that was also a
I told you that too.
I know you did, but that was also a pandemic. I'm not beating myself up over that. I needed to distract myself somehow. But the good thing about records though is they do increase in value. Like I already have some that I think are worth like quite a bit. So um
You want to play big value, take little value when it comes to music items.
you I think have I mean, goddamn, dude. Like, but are you ever gonna liquidate? Because
I
you've got a
give
gold mine at this point.
See, it'd be hard for me to give up stuff like my Boys in the Hood first pressing, my World Class Wrecking Crew, some really random stuff. I even have Ice Cube's CIA group before it was like before he was in NWA. So I got some really random stuff. Some I would give
What's
away, but some I would not. Or not give away. Some I'd part with.
I never thought like CDs were worth anything.
Oh, geez. No, they are.
Um, I mean, I've sold some CDs on eBay, but they're usually just, not a whole lot. And I can't even remember the group now. It was a rap, I think rap type CD, but I sold it for like 238, which just blew my mind. I was like, it's
Yeah.
a CD.
I
I
don't
knew
know.
records could go for a lot, but
Well, here's the thing. Like, I have tons of CDs like that
yeah,
because a lot of the stuff was like independently pressed, and those companies are all gone now.
yeah.
So it bumps the value like tremendously.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's like some really obscure shit, but like, and you know what's really messed up? I found it in a free bin. Like, literally found it in a free bin, which was just insane. But uh, yeah, records sell pretty well. I got a locker, a storage locker, where, and I'll tell you though, like it's all classical music records. No fucking idea. Some of it I can't even find on eBay to determine what, if anything, it's worth, and it's a nightmare. I've got half of a closet just full of the shit at this point, and I don't know how to unload it. So you just you don't know. Collectibles are weird. Are you selling a whole lot right now? Like I know you said you were talking about laser discs.
No, I do want to I get rid of some of those. And like
Yeah.
speaking of CDs, I'm gonna get rid of. I got like a bunch of first press ICP stuff that I have no care about keeping. If I ever want to listen to like Pumpkin, I can't even think of the name of songs.
You could
That
probably make some money off of the
I know I
ICP
can.
stuff. Yeah.
I know I can. Bubba wanted to buy it all, but I know how that goes.
Get it up front. Sorry, I'm just kidding, Bubba, if you listen. Um, yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I've been trying to get. I did sell a lot of like with posters. My attitude now is if it's not up on a wall, I don't need it.
Yeah,
So, with some of those, I have sold those off. Um,
I'm still annoyed. My cat ruined. They use my posters in the garage as like a scratching post, and they're all so many got ruined. And I had some
oh,
going back to the '80s. Like there weren't any like I bought for expensive.
hmm.
There were ones I'd get for free, but it's still annoying.
Yeah, yeah. And Vicente, actually, yes, Yui Bowl did have some good movies that just nobody saw later on. Rampage is good. His Attack on Darfur is not bad. That's actually a pretty fucked up little movie. Um, yeah, I have sold some posters. The other thing I would say, like, I could get rid of some pop vinyls as well. I don't have like a massive, but basically, like, so they're just the right size. So I have boards going around a good
Right.
chunk of the house. So they were like just perfect. And uh, some of those are not worth like much of anything. Then there's others I have that like I was just looking up a few the other day and it's like 100, 150. Like there's that
That's a,
gets tempting at that point.
I know. I told you I was eyeing the Angela figure just because I know what it goes for now.
Oh,
And
the Night of the Demons figures.
yeah,
I
and
yeah.
that's only because I never got the other two. Like if I had the Stooge, the two pack, I wouldn't even think of it. But I'm considering.
Yeah, I slept on the first one and I didn't get that, so I didn't bother with the others.
Yeah,
So I kind of wanted it, but then I was like, all right, if I get this, I definitely am gonna have to pay the money to get
yeah.
the original. And yeah,
But I voted against it, even though I wanted that because I was like, well, if I sell this one, I can get the Elvira one, and it'll fit in the same spot, and it'll be cheaper.
hmm
And I'll still have like $200 left after buying the. I do still want that Elvira one. I don't. You know me. I don't buy figures. But that one is like,
I did. I might have shown this already. I don't buy. I've never bought like every figure or anything. I mean, I have a pretty good collection, but I did get this at Target the other day.
yeah, you're showing me.
This is actually pretty badass. I love the
See, and this is the problem I have though with these figures. I don't like that they have the gatefold. The
well,
Elvira one doesn't.
I'll tell you what I like about this versus like the old school like cardboard
The
back.
blister pack.
Some of those though can, I've had some full moon ones where they've started to, come off a little bit. This I can hang on the wall. And I love the like what NECA does with most of their figures now too. Like you can actually open that if you really want to, but you can
Yeah.
reseal it. You can hang it up on walls. My figures are good deal. I mean, all of those are up on walls. If I can hang it, like something like this, I'll hang it. Um, I will do that video tour sometime once I can figure out because I can't upload like that. That would literally be like a 7-hour video. It's gonna be insane once I actually do it. But
Speaking of 7-hour videos, we should probably wrap this one. Kid is
yes,
stirring.
we're shooting the shit at this point. Sorry, Chris. Thanks for joining us. I will not ban you again if I did it the first time because I didn't know that was you. So my apologies. So guys, tune in tomorrow to that Doctor Strange, Dr. Mordred show. It's a lot of fun, and also catch me on Region Free tomorrow with Piz and the gang. I don't know what the lineups is tomorrow, but that should be a lot of fun. And S'mores Indoors, I'll be on that this weekend. I think we've got another adult film tournament, and damn, I don't know what else I have. I'm on like 3 podcasts this weekend. Just check them out. So, having said that, good night, guys. Thanks for watching the movie with us.
Good night.